Welcome back to the full stack inventory management system tutorial. In the previous video, we built the product create and listing APIs. So if I go to the Swagger UI, you can see we have created these two routes, the get all products and the create products. So if I show you this thing, if I execute it, I'll get the products, whatever we created in the previous video. And this is the post route we created. So you can check the link of this previous video in the top right corner. Now it's time to enhance our APIs with essential security and validation. So today we'll focus product APIs by implementing the authentication and JWT middleware. So if you see in our project structure, we have the middleware, auth middleware.js. So we'll write the code to securing routes and ensuring only the authenticated user can access them. And next we have the middleware. We'll write the RBAC Middleware.js role-based access control, defining user to roles to manage permissions for creating and retrieving products. And we'll have also the request body validation with Joi, enforcing data integrity by validating incoming request. So by the end of this video, we will have a secure and structured product management API, ensuring only authorized user can create and access product data while maintaining clean and valid input. So let's get started. Now I'll jump to the VS Code editor in our project directory inventory management app, and here inside the src directory we have the middleware, and I'll write the code in the auth middleware.js. So this middleware will ensures that only authenticated user can access protected routes by validating the JWT tokens. So I need some modules to be imported. So first I will import the JSON web token, and before that I will install the JSON web token in our project directory npm I JSON web token. So it's added. Next I will import it. So const JWT equal to JSON web token, and I also need the error response. So const error response from the error response helper. So I will require it from /helpers /response helper, and I will take the error response. Next, I will define the auth middleware function. It will take the request response and the next middleware, and it will have the token. So it will get the token from the request.header authorization, and it will check if the token is not provided, then it will immediately return the error response, the 401 unauthorized. And here I need to get only the token, so I will apply the split here to so it will be the BRR token, BRR space the token will be present, so I will get only the token by using this split. So after retrieving the token from the authorization header in the request, it will verify the token using the jwt.verify and using the secret key from .env. So its secret will be present in the server. So here I need to get the secret, jwt secret equal to secret, and if anything error happens, it will return the error responses as the unauthorized. So next I need to export this auth middleware. After the auth middleware, I'll write the RBAC middleware. So this middleware ensures so that a user can only access certain routes if their role is authorized to do so. So I will define the higher order function that will take the list of roles. So RBAC middleware, it will take the list of roles instead of the request response and next roles, and here it will return the resource request response and the next middleware, and here it will check if the provided rows includes the whatever roles requested. So here basically the request will contains the authenticated user data, and the request.user role is the authenticated user role. And if it's passed, then it will pass to the next middleware or the router handler. Next, I have to export this RBAC middleware. So actually we have this response helper. We will not use this restore status. Instead of this, I will import the error response here from the helper and the response.helper. Let me check. We have the helpers, not the helper, and the error response. And here I will have the error response, and it will provide the message that you don't have permission. You don't have permission to access this resource. And I will also put logger here. So const logger equal to logger helper, helpers logger. And I want to log the requested user roles. So I will log the logger.info requested user. So our RBAC middleware.js is completed. Next, I will create another middleware to validate the incoming request data for creating and updating a product using the Joi validation. So for this, I will create the validate product on middleware.js. So validate product.middleware.js. For this, I need the Joi npm package to be installed in our project directory, a popular validation library used to validate and sanitize input data, and the command is npm I Joi. So it's successfully added in our project. So next I will import it, const Joi equal to required Joi, and I also need the error response. So const from the error response helper. So dot slash helpers slash response helper, and I need the error response. Next, I will define the product validation schema. So const product schema, and product schema I will put in joy.object, and it will contain the name. Name will be the required field, and I will put minimum 3 and the required field. Next, the price. Price will have the number. So number, and I will put the precision to positive and required. So I'll put the precision to, and next it will be positive, and it will be the required field. Next, I have the description. Description is the optional field, so I'll put the optional fields that allow null. And next, I will have the stock quantity, and it will also be numbered integer positive and required. And stock quantity, I will put minimum 0. And next, I will have the status. And status will have the string value, and it will have the enumerated types active and inactive. So active and inactive, and it will also be a required field. So that's it for the product schema. Next, I'll import this module export these things, request, response, and the next middleware, and I will have the const error product schema dot validate. So whatever the request body will come to create the product, I will validate with the schema. If it's validated, then it's fine. It will go to the next middleware. If it's not validated, then I will return the response as the 400 bad request and the message. So let me check the error response. The error response will have the race message and the status code. So it will have the race message and the status code 400. It's fine now. I will again visit the RBAC. The status code will have at the very end 403. I will revisit again the auth middleware, and the 401 will have at the very end. And similarly we'll have here. It's fine now. Now we have to apply those middleware in the product routes, the get all products and the create products we developed in the previous video. So I'll go to the routes and the products dot routes, and here in the get product I will apply the auth middleware. From the middlewares we have the middleware and the auth middleware, auth.middleware, and now I can apply it here. So it basically ensures the user is authenticated before proceeding. Now we can test it out in from the Swagger documentation. So let me add the breakpoint here in the auth middleware. I will add the breakpoint here. So to track that we are providing the token. So if you see the Swagger documentation here, we don't have any feature to add the authentication to this route. So first we have to enable the authentication in the Swagger documentation. So I will add it in the api.yml. So you will get all the api.yml and all the code base whatever we are writing in this video in the repository mentioned in the description. So if you see, I added the component security schemes, so BRR auth HTTP BRR, and I also added the BRR here, that can takes the BRR auth, the post product routes and the get products route. Now let's run the server in the debug mode. You can see it ran. It's listening on the port and the database connection also established. Now I'll test the get products route from the Swagger. So I'll go to the Swagger UI, and here I need to refresh it. You can see the authorize button here come, and now if I try to get products without sending any token or without logging in, so it will definitely give me the error, you are not authenticated. So if I go here, you can see it's landed to this auth middleware, and here if I proceed, the token is not present, and it goes to this block token is not present, and it will provide me the response, the error unauthorized. And now if I go to here, so here it gave me the response 401 and I am unauthorized. Now try to log in with one of the user from the database. Let's see which user we have. So select email from users. So we have the admin purchase manager. So let's pick this customer dot at the gmail.com, and here get the token from by using this customer at the gmail.com, and the password is the password. Let's execute this, and it we receive the token here. Now we'll provide the token here to log in. So I am authorizing. So now it's authorized, and if now I try to execute the get products, will here you can see I am sending the authorization PRR token here, which I get by logging with the email customer@gmail.com. And here, if I go here and if I step over, you can see the token is present here. Whatever token I provided, do the request and it get the token. It's decoded the token, and by decoding the token, it gets the details of the customer like the email ID and the role, and it will store it to the request.user variable, and it will get to the next middleware, and it will pass to the get products, and it will fetch the products from the database. We have the products, and it will return the responsible products retrieved successfully. Now our auth middleware is working as expected. Now if I go here, so here I am getting the list of products here. Next I will apply the auth middleware, the RBAC middleware and the validation middleware also into the create product. So let's stop the debug and import the RBAC middleware. So RBAC middleware from the middleware's RBAC middleware. And next we'll have the validation middleware, validate product, and this will also have in the middleware's directory. And we have the file inside the middleware's, we have the file, let me check, validate product dot middleware, and we will apply those in here in the create product route. So here we have the JWT name middleware, not middleware's. And now I will apply this RBAC middleware here, and RBAC middleware I have to pass the roles, which role will be allowed to create product. So it will have the admin and the supplier manager. So admin and the supplier manager can create the product only. And next I will apply the validate product. And first we have to apply the auth middleware. So if I check the database, select role from user, we have this admin and the and we have the purchasing manager. So only the admin and the purchasing manager can create the product. So if I go to the comment here, only admin and purchasing manager can create the product. Now let's add the breakpoint and check all those middleware. In the RBAC middleware, I will put the endpoint here and also the validate product. I will put the checkpoint here, and let's run and debug. Now if I go to the Swagger documentation here and try to create a product, so smartphone we already have instead of this. So let me put the another product, wireless headphone, and description, price, stock quantity, and try to execute. we already authenticated. So if you see here, so we have the token, but the token is for the supply manager. So if I decode it, sorry, this token is for the customer. It's not allowed to create product, so it will definitely throw error. So let's see. So if I go to the next RBAC Middleware, and here the logger, you can see the requested user role is the customer, and it will go to the else block as this roles is not included here. So the rules we provided the admin and the purchasing manager. So here we will have this error, you don't have permission to access this resource or create the product. So now if I go to here, so here the token is provided, but we got the 403, you don't have permission to access this resource. Next, we have to log in with the admin or the purchase manager. So I will log in with the purchase manager and will get the token for the purchase manager. Here execute, and I got the token for the purchase manager, and I will authorize this swagger with this purchase manager. Let's log out and paste this token and close it, and next try this product, but I will not provide right now the price. I want to hit this validation error. So let's execute and let's see. Here we have this token, and if I decode the token, I have the ID 2 purchase manager and the role is the purchase manager. And if I go to the next middleware, the RBAC middleware, I have the role purchase manager, and it will go to the if block, and it will go to the next middleware, which is the validation. And here it will check all the fields requested or not, and here we throw the error price is required and the price is not provided here. So if you see here, price is not provided, and next it will throw the error that the BAT request price is required. And now if I check here, so here the error price is request, and we have the 400 BAT request error. Next I will put the price and I will execute again, and I will go to token, same way decoded. We have this purchase manager, the next middleware, the RBAC past, and next the validation middleware. Error, we don't have any error, and it will go to the next, and it will create the product in the database, and it will return the product whatever created. It will have the ID2 and the wireless headphone, and here it will give me the message that the product created successfully. And we can check same from here. On the swagger, we got the 201 product created successfully, and the created product we can check same from the database. Select star from products, and here we have the two product. And if we on the expanded display, we can see we have the two products here. So I am wrapping up this episode. In this video, we enhanced our product create and listing APIs by adding the authentication and the JWT middleware to secure our routes, and the rule-based access control to manage user permission request for the validation with Joi to ensure the data integrity. With these improvements, our API is now more secure, structured, and reliable. So what's next? In the next video, we'll focus on the updating and deleting product with proper authorization, handling API error and the edge cases, enhancing the API documentation with Swagger, all of this API. So stay tuned for the next part. If you are following this series, don't forget to like the video to support the channel. Comment below with any questions or feedback. Subscribe and turn on notification so you don't miss the next episode. Thank you for watching and keep learning.